JP Fournier of the Movie Jerks here, coming to you on day 20 of 25 Movies to Christmas, where I watch a Christmas film I have never seen before every day for the full month of December leading up to Christmas Day. And what do we get for day 20? Well, yesterday we had a Christmas all over again, so today we're getting I Heard the Bells. Okay. The inspiring true story behind the beloved Christmas Carol. Known as America's poet, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow leads an idyllic life until the day that his world is shattered by tragedy. With a nation divided by civil war and his family torn apart, Henry puts down his pen, silenced by grief. But it's the sound of the Christmas morning that reignites the poet's lost words as he discovers the resounding hope of rekindled faith. Okay, not a dog Christmas movie, so I am happy about this. Day 20, I am watching I Heard the Bells. The following review has spoilers, so spoiler alerts are in effect. Unlike its tagline, the inspiring true story behind the beloved Christmas Carol, this film is not about the Christmas Carol, but solely about the poem and the poet that wrote it. It tells a tale of poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow and his emotional struggle to accept death of his beloved spouse. The film would have its audience believe that the poet was responsible for the most popular version of I Heard the Bells, by finishing the film showing the aged American poet listening to his poem being sung to the melody written by Johnny Marks, a Jewish songwriter who was responsible for Christmas hits like Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, Silver and Gold, A Holly Jolly Christmas, and the iconic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Johnny Marks wrote the melody in 1956 and was made popular by the great Bing Crosby. Only the poet Longfellow passed away in 1882. And this switching of the melodies didn't make any sense because while poet Longfellow was still alive, his poem was set to Joseph Mainzer's 1845 composition, Mainzer. And that melody is also very pleasant when sung by a choir. However, this film inexplicably ignores these details, takes Johnny Marks' more favored melody, and makes it appear like this reverend was the one responsible for this beautiful music. This misdirection is indicative of the theme of the rest of this film. But before I get to that, I would like to give credit where credit is due. The film begins with some ambitious camera work by cinematographer Steve Buckwalter and has plenty of stunning shots throughout the film, even considering the limited low budget. And it also displays a beautiful musical score throughout by Chad Marriott, which is enchanting and carries a lot of the emotion that the script and the poor acting could not do on their own. And I do mean that this film's performances are not up to standards, as they do often feel like volunteer actors playing in a church basement play.
Hey, look how magical the snow is, Annie!
And I dare say that the script is not very strong either, considering the story is about Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's life. I would have been interested in a little bit more details about his life, like a bit of information behind the famous poem Paul Revere's Ride, retitled The Landlord's Tale, and its inaccuracies as well as its influences and significance to that era. However, the film is not much concerned about telling the story about the famous poet's life, as much as it is about centering it on his struggle with his relationship with God. Now, if the film was about a man finding solace with depression through religious belief, then that is the story I am interested in. However, this film does deliver some magical elements, giving the appearance that Longfellow would not have been able to write the poem unless he allowed God back into his life. The film is basically saying that Longfellow is not talented unless he believes in God, and that I find disrespectful to the wordsmith's talent, as it gives credit to God for Longfellow's accomplishments, just like the film gives credit to this reverend for the melody of Johnny Marks. So to me, this film only comes across as disingenuous, and most certainly not a Christmas classic. And there you go. Day 20 of 25 movies to Christmas. This time I watched I Heard the Bells. What other Christmas films about historical stories do you like? Let us know in the comments section. And if you're curious about other films I am watching this month, be sure to hit the subscribe button for updates daily. And for other information about The Movie Jerks, you can go to www.themoviejerks.ca.